Hi Flosstube, Joan from Made by Mama Joan. Okay, and today is, what is today? Today's Wednesday, the 24th, I believe. It's been kind of a rough last couple of weeks to get a Flosstube done for whatever reason. So I'm downstairs in my sunroom, which isn't totally complete. We have some trim boards to put on, but I thought I would do it down here since we're waiting to get some step railings done upstairs. So I don't have a lot of stitching done because I've been sewing a lot. I sewed a lot of sampler bags, so thank you to everybody who bought bags. And then I did a little traveling this last weekend. Saturday, David and I drove to a quilt shop 6 hours from here. We drove down there and back in one day. So we left at like 4:30 in the morning and we got back about 9:45. And we stopped at an antique store, so I've got a few things to talk about that. And yeah, I've just been kind of busy with either house stuff, kid stuff. I've done a little bit of stitching, not as much as I'd like to. I'm really trying to get caught up. I'll talk about it right now. I'm trying to get caught up with my modern folk art embroidery sale. I'm working on this section right here. And yeah, I've had a hard time getting June's done, and I really kind of want to stay on task, even though I'm dying to stitch some other things. I've been on this. Earlier in the month I stitched a couple other things, but I've really been trying to stay on track, and I haven't had much time to stitch on this. So this is all I've been stitching on for the last couple of weeks when I am stitching. Like I said, didn't stitch any at all on Saturday. And I can't remember now Sunday was Father's Day. And we had someone working on the steps. Didn't stitch that day much either. Yeah, it's just been whatever. Busy time. And then, Kelsey came over. She did come over on Sunday, and we were going to do a Flosstube, but there was just too much going on here, and it was her anniversary besides being Father's Day. And then her birthday was yesterday, Tuesday, and we were going to do Flosstube then, and I don't think her day went very well because we did see her. We went down there, and I just don't think her day went well. So that's why I'm doing this on my own. Okay. So I will show you, even though I haven't been stitching much, I guess I have been collecting stash. So I will show you some of the things. When I went to the quilt store that I had gone to over the weekend, I did buy some a charm pack of wool stuff, because I saw Brenda and Laura's strawberry, so of course I'd try my hand at it. I'll show you those in a bit. So this is one of the things I got. I also picked up a lot of fabric for new bags, which you'll be seeing about. A week ago, on a Friday, I went to the cities and I stopped at Stitchville, and I picked up this book, Come Into My Garden, and I got the new Prairie Schooler Santa. Don't know when I'm going to be stitching them, but I did pick those up. Of course, I jumped on the bandwagon, ordered this from Notforgotten Farms, or Notforgotten Farm. I'm gonna try to get this stitch someday. I also got this pattern from Primitive Acorn. It's just this kind of a picture, but it's called Tomato Sauce. You can get this at on her Etsy shop, Primitive Acorns. I have wanted to do some tomato stitching. You can see how that's going along with my other stitching. So I did get that. That was an easy one because I can just sit in my chair and click, click. And it's mine. Another one I just was a PDF. I saw this on Instagram. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. And I thought, well, 4th of July, or patriotic, and a beehive. I would really like to stitch this fairly quickly, or soon. So you could get, this is Country Rustic Primitives. She is also on Etsy. I believe it was Etsy. I mean, I don't think it was just a shop. Then I got the Primitive Needle, or Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I was getting this as just electronic, but I've decided I like to touch it. And it's a really nice magazine. There's a few things in here. Actually, there was the another tomato one. Let me see if I can find it. By Sub Rosa. This is just cute as can be. So I plan on stitching that too. Speaking of tomato stuff. So I was at a quilt store in Wisconsin. It's about 20, the shop is about 20 miles from me. And when I was checking out, there was this little tomato notebook. Little notepad, because who can't have enough of these? They're nice to have right next to your stitching spot. So I've collected all that. I don't think I talked about these on Flosstube because I think I got them after the fact, but I know I put them on Insta. So I haven't been able to go to thrift stores because, of course, you know, they've been Corona closed, and they've just started opening up, and so there's one about 3 or 4 miles from here, and I stopped there one day just to take a gander because there's really nothing I need. But I found this book, and it's a hard, covered book, and it was $1.50, and I think it's got some cute things in it. So I nabbed it up. I thought for $1.50, I should have it. And that was the same thing with this. Now, I don't know how much I'll use the alphabets in here, but I am sure there's something in here. And again, for $1, it was $1.50. And you can tell it's from, probably the 90s. But there's a lot of different alphabets in here, so this may come in handy someday for $1.50. So there were a couple other treasures I collected. I think the last video I did, I showed you these horn books that I had gotten from Homestead Needleworks. And she's on Etsy too. So I got these, and I thought, this one especially, I need a pattern. Now what did I do with it? I know I just had it. So I ordered 2 patterns from Dames of the Needle. I ordered this one because it was patriotic. thought that that would be very cute. And then I got this one, again, a patriotic one, and I bought it to go with this horn book. So these two will be going together. And then while I was ordering from Dames of the Needle, of course, you know, if you order $35, then you get free shipping. So because you can't have enough little trimmies, I bought these trims, and then I did buy a piece of wool, because I've told you I'm doing some things with wool projects. So those are some of my stash enhancement things. Probably way too much. One other, I'm going to show you another one, but I'm going to show you a bag to go with it, so I'll wait a bit. So when I was traveling on Saturday, we stopped at an antique mall, and it was a really big mall. The first thing I found was this jar, and it had this tomato pincushion in there. So because other people are collecting them, I just feel like I need to collect them too, because fear of missing out. And the bonus was it was filled with buttons and some wooden spools, and the fact that the jar. So I thought this was a good buy. Well, there's a couple other things in there, like, you know, bobbins for an old sewing machine and whatnot. But I thought that was kind of a cool little purchase. So I found that, and then I've seen these milk glass bowls. I've never seen one with a lid like this. Usually they look like this, and you know, and somebody had suggested on Instagram, you know, I could put scissors in there, and that's exactly why I bought it. And then I thought maybe I could stitch something to put on the inside, maybe, or maybe I'll just, since it's got a lid, I'll just use it where I'm sitting and put some knicky-knackies in there or something. So I had to get that. The milk glass has a little history. My father died when I was young. I was 6 years old, but he had bought my grandma, his mother, a lot of milk glass dishes. So I do have those, and I thought, well, that would add to my little collection. Even though my collection has pretty much been packed away, it was at our old house. Kelsey was digging through. I had a few pieces out, but Kelsey was, of course, going through the attic, and she found some more, like a box of dishes and stuff. So if I ever get settled here in my own house, now I have something to add to that collection. And then I found this little, I don't know what somebody had said they thought it was like a butter dish kind of thing, but you know, it's a cloche. So I thought this would be really cute to stitch something in and display it that way. So I think those are all my treasures, except for, like I said, one other thing, and I will show that when I'm going to show my bags the one bag I'm releasing this week. So here's the other thing I was doing while I'm talking about the wool that I had gotten. So I made this strawberry out of some Blackbird Designs sampler fabric. This is my first little foray into it. And then I saw the one that Brenda and Laura had, and so I made one of these. So now I'm going to throw it out there. I was thinking about making these and maybe selling them. So give me a comment on what you think about that, because I do have a lot of scraps of Blackbird design sampler fabrics and other fabrics, and I just may, in my spare time, may do that. So I don't know, I thought these were kind of cool. I think I'm going to try to make them too in a couple of smaller sizes. I don't know. One of my friends said that was a big strawberry, which it is, but how cute is it? So them are some of the forays I've been in since I talked to you last, which has been about 2 weeks ago. Our oldest daughter was here and Melissa was here, and she left probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago now. I think it's been 2 weeks. My time flies when you're having fun. I mean, it's already more past the middle of June. Where's the time going? So my last little find, which will tie in with my bag release and my purchases, was there's a group on Facebook. Of course, I can't remember it. Homespun stitching. I really should have looked this up, but they had an exclusive, and I don't think I talked about this on here. It was on Instagram. United We Stand. Very cute little box pillow, and then it says United We Stand, you know, down here. So here's and it came as a full kit, and you have to belong to the Facebook group, and I think they're going to be, you can join the group, and they're going to be selling these through sometime in July. Homespun needlework, cross stitch, and samplers. It on Facebook. It's a group by Bits and Bobs Stitch Alongs. So you have to join the Facebook group if you want to indulge, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen it because Laura and Brenda. So you get the whole kit. This is some backing fabric, although I think I'm going to finish it off a little bit different. You get this cute floss holder, and then all the threads and the linen for it. And the linen is 36 count Ren. I think you can get it in 32 with them too when you order your kit, if that's what you so desire. So I have this, and on my adventures this weekend to this quilt shop, they have a lot of blackbird fabric, and I bought some, and so I was thinking that this bag, it's from their Meadow fabric collection, and it's a bird, it's twill print type thing, but it's got doesn't have an eagle on it, but it does have birds. Probably all kinds of, threads on it. So this is the outside of the bag. This is the inside of the bag. And of course, you can order them in whatever sizes you'd like. I have the 3, the large and the standard, and then the accessory bag to go with it. So I thought that would be a good bag for this project. So that's one of the bags that bag is, I will be releasing, this is Wednesday, sometime between now and Friday, I believe. I may go ahead and release it before this video goes out, I'm not sure, or maybe I'll just do a Friday one. Watch my Instagram because that's where I post when I list them. Last weekend, since I didn't do a Flosstube, this is one of the bags, and this again was, I happened to be at the quilt store. I thought this was a nice vintage. It's called, in my shop, Vintage Farm Christmas. So this is the outside, and this is the inside. This would be a really good bag for any of your I don't know, some people like to do Christmas in July, or any other kind of July, Christmas type. There's Jolly July. I don't know if that's Christmas or not, but anyhow, that one was released last week, so if you have an interest in that, there's that. And then the last bag that I released just the other day, I had one of my good customers, or she's done a lot with me, asked if I was going to do a sal bag for Coming to America, Women of the Mayflower by Brenda Gervais. And so this is the bag. I did create one. It'll only be available in this large size because I think it needs a large bag. So there's the inside, there's the outside. This bag is, the fabric is special order fabric. And because it's a special order, it's a little bit pricier. So the price of this size bag for this stitch along is a few dollars more. I have them listed as a pre-order in my shop, and I have them as a pre-order through the 29th of June. And that's because I want to have a fairly accurate count of how many people would like to have this bag for that sale. So you have from now until Monday the 29th to place your order. You'll prepay for it, so you're committed to it, because I will be ordering the fabric. In fact, I already have placed an order for bags that have been ordered. So I will probably be doing a second one based on what happens between now and Monday. And I don't know if I'll have anything extra after that. So this is really kind of, I prefer that if you're interested in it, if you think you're gonna do it, if you really want a bag, if you'd order it, that would be great. Just so I have a head count of how many people would be interested in it. I think it'll be a really fun stitch. I'm going to participate in it, of course, because fear of missing out. So you can find that right now in my Etsy shop, Made by Mama Joan. I think that is about all I have. I'm going to get this done before my hubby gets home from work. He's running a little late today, and I thought I'm going to take a chance and try to get this squeezed in and try to get this done on my own. And I think I've made it through that. So you can find me on Instagram at Made by Mama Joan, my Etsy shop, Made by Mama Joan. I have a Facebook page, Made by Mama Joan, and I have a neglected blog that's called Stitching Squad. But I haven't updated it for almost a year. It's kind of sad. It's been a year because I think the last time I updated it was when we had it was me, myself, and 3 of my stitching cronies, and every year we have a retreat. And last year it was at my friend's house. I think we're going to have it here at my house this year, I'm hoping. And yeah, that was the last time I posted anything. And I really should post on there, although I think Instagram has become my kind of log of things. I like posting on the blog, because then I could go back and look, and like when I stitch things for the kids for their Christmas ornaments and stuff, it's just nice to go back and look, or thinking I've stitched something, because sometimes I forget what I stitched. Kind of sad. But I stitched too much. So anyway, I think that's it. I'll try to get back next week. I'll have to see how the week goes. And I guess now if I can do this and just get the little card to the SD card to Kelsey, and she does my editing and uploads my videos and stuff. It was a behind the scenes guy. I will probably see you next week. Geez, it won't be long, and it'll be the 4th of July. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for supporting my small business. I'm really thankful for that because I really enjoy sewing and I really enjoy working from home. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, because by the time this gets uploaded, it'll probably be the weekend. And I will see you next time. Bye.